And still we are doing the gun. This is kind of awkward. But you notice this gun is one of the most complicated things that we will do on this character. The shotguns will be probably much easier because they don't have that kind of small details. And the jacket maybe also will be a little bit hard to do. But let's concentrate on this. So, for now, what we want to do is select one of those groups, which is difficult, but let's try. When we have such a low poly thing, you saw that it's difficult to make this. Alright, so this will be outward. Let's try like this. I'm not sure if it will work, because there are hidden parts, and sometimes hidden parts are a little bit of a mess. So, poly group all, it works. Very good. So, it works. Press D, go to crease at 1, dynamic subdivide at 4, crease at 2. Crease at 1 probably won't work, but crease at 2 is amazing. So we are in the game. And one more thing we should do is this kind of thing here, a dome, a little bit of a dome shape. So we will append a sphere. And it will be easy. We'll append the sphere, just make it, make it smaller. Go to the sphere, make it smaller, make it thinner. Just like this. And then just put it whatever we need to put it. In this case, right here. This probably won't be that visible anyways. But still, yeah, let's do it. Also, in this area here, let me see what I see. I don't see anything. Yeah, let's see what's happening here. Okay, we need one more crease here. We need to take those points and move them back. So let's try that. No. Let's leave it like this. It won't be visible that much. So let's leave it. For the handle, we should do some things for the handle. And this will involve the handle to be, how do I say? The handle should be subdivided, which I try to avoid subdivision, but in this case we should subdivide it. This should be like not here but down here. So we should subdivide the handle in order to make this pattern here. It won't be the same pattern as this, but it will be kind of a pattern. So yeah, basically the gun is starting to take a good shape. But let's make this pattern by going to the handle, then applying subdivisions from dynamic, apply, and yeah, we need more. So I will Control D to add more subdivisions. So it's 6 subdivisions now. Let's see how much polygons it is. It's almost 500,000, which is not very good for only a handle. But yeah, basically it is what it is. So I'll go to my standard brush. Then I will start making a mask. Make sure that it's on the other side too. And just make it around this area here. Let's just see it, okay. So we're making this mask. And it will take us a while to make this mask. And then we will just make some trick to make this pattern. It will not be the same pattern, of course, because this is not exactly a pattern, it's kind of a noise. So basically that's what we will put, a noise. But yeah, it will be interesting. We just have to make sure our mask is good looking, not super wobbly as it is now. It's kind of wobbly, but I'm kind of want to just take it from here and very gently fix it. So I'm adding to the mask, I'm subtracting from the mask, all the things in order to make this work as it's supposed to be. Maybe slower with a little increments we'll be able to make it. Okay, what I'm trying to achieve is to achieve the same distance from the edges everywhere. I mean, to be almost parallel to the edges, which is kind of difficult. And also here on the back we'll make a same pattern from the with the mask. It will be like something like this. And this is for a better grip, obviously, and also for aesthetic reasons, maybe. And after we do that, probably we should go ahead and make the front side of the gun, the muzzle, and the thing below the muzzle, which I'm not sure exactly what it is, but still we'll have to do it now. I think this is enough. So, and yeah, let's just continue this because it's not like super nice. Alright, here in the top I don't like it that much. Let's do it. And let's do one little bit of a design here. It's not a design, but it's just a circle. Just one kind of a circle. It's nice. So, let's do it. How to do it? Now, we will invert the mask, and then only the unmasked areas will be affected by this noise that we'll put, and we'll apply. Let's see how we'll be able to do it. We go here down to surface. You know, surface, noise. And we have to look at it from close and start to increase the strength, for example. Maybe increase it down. Noise scale, I want it bigger. And this kind of noise will be good for us. Of course, we can, I think, modify the curve. But yeah. It's pretty thin, so it will be difficult. Let's see what's happening. Let's apply. And we will be able to, of course, apply it to mesh. It's not bad. I think it's even good. So I applied it, and now we have our gun looking pretty nice. Of course, in the front here we have to think how to do it. When we apply this, we have to have enough polygons to look good, but now we have, so it's looking kind of nice, except for this area. I will just push this down, just geometry, because it's kind of impossible to be like this. Okay. And we are done. Looking good. Now let's focus our attention here to the front. It will be a little bit difficult, but we'll do it. I have faith in us. In me, in this case, I have to have faith, but yeah. So, we have to make a hole in this area. So, how to make a hole? First, we will apply a cylinder, a pent cylinder. We'll put the cylinder there, and by the cylinder, we will guide ourselves for the hole, how big it should be, and what polygons we should move. We can always make something like yeah, let me just duplicate the cylinder and place it here because we'll need it later. But for now, smaller version. For now, let's concentrate on this one. Alright, I think this kind of big will be okay. This big. And now I will try to do it with those let's get symmetry. With all those polygons that we already have, I will just go ahead and move them in order to look like this. And it's a fast process, as you see, because we don't have too much polygons. And yeah, you see this is kind of a hole already, which is pretty cool. But what we need to do now is make an inset inside the hole, because we need more polygons to support the hole. What I mean is inset facing front all is not an option. So we'll first polygroup a single poly, but without selected, without clicked. I'll just make it white, and then we'll just select it. Everything else is hidden, and we will group visible. So we have completely unique polygroup, which is what we need. And then I will go to inset region. Let's try this. Oop, no. Polygroup all. Yes. So I will make this inside, and then again with the move brush, I will move so everything is like very much uniform. Very cool. I like it. Kind of like it. The thing is, this hole has to be a bit bigger, I think. I haven't found image from exactly from the front, so I can figure out exactly how big is this. But inside we'll put a cylinder, and maybe it should be bigger. How to make it bigger? It's pretty easy. We have to just mask this poly loop here, then invert the mask, and then put our pivot in the middle of this and just make it bigger. Although you have to notice that if we make it a lot bigger, it will go over these, and this is not good. So we'll have to go ahead and with the move brush, little move brush, just move those away from our hole, and then again we'll be able to go to Z modeler brush. I will show again mask poly loop, because mask poly loop, invert the mask, and then just enlarge it. This will be a mess, but other than that, it's cool. Of course, if it doesn't look good, we'll always can fix it. Now we will we will extrude polygroup all, and we'll extrude this polygroup inwards like this, and I think this will be enough. We don't need it to go all the way. Let's just crease again. Try to crease. Oh, it's look amazing. Okay, this turns out to be fine, and inside this we'll put the, let me show you what we'll put there. This, we'll put this. But of course, as you see, the distances here are not very good, so I will very gently with my move brush try to achieve a normal distances from, you know, everything around the circle. Let it be more circular. Then we'll select this, which is in the middle here, go to our pivot, go to this and make a cylinder. It's very small, that's why it's not visible. So we will just go W again and make it a little bit bigger and bigger. And now it's okay. Now with shift and dragging, we'll make sure it's here and make it bigger again. We don't care about how much it protrudes. We will push it. But now we go to W again, so we can do kind of this with the white, and then probably a little bit more polygons will be fine. And we have this thing, and let's crease it. Crease at 1. Okay, I cannot. Okay, I did it. Dynamic subdivided at 4. It's kind of looking good. It shouldn't be exactly straight, but not that round. So it's very round because it doesn't have support support edge loops. So I'll put one support edge loop here and one edge loop here, and let's see how good it is. And now it's completely good. So I will push it like this. And yeah, it's kind of big, or it's a little bit thin-sided. So we will make it with thicker side. How to make it thinner? I don't know exactly how, but since our inner part here doesn't have support, which is cool for us, because we can polygroup, polyloop, and we can polyloop this, make it one polygroup, and then it will be easy to shrink it. We just have to mask this polygroup all, and then invert the mask. Sometimes I press the Windows button, of course, and then just it wouldn't be as easy as just scaling, or it will be, but we have to also scale again like this, and be careful. And now I think it's better. Let's see. Yes, now I like it more. It looks more like a real gun. Of course we should put one more okay. And this is kind of nice, although it looks, it's fine. So here in this area we should make one little cylinder, put it here, and inside it we could make another, just two close to one another, extrude, polyloop, extrude it inward, and then D for dynamically subdivide. Of course we'll crease at 1 and dynamically subdivide at 4, and we'll have this thing, which I don't know exactly what it is, but it should work for us. We shouldn't make another hole. This we can make smaller, so the hole is more visible. It will be better. And I think probably this is it for our gun. We don't have too much detail on it, but it will, I think it will do. We have to crease and dynamically subdivide those things at 2, dynamically subdivide at 4. Very good. Probably this should be a bit smaller, yes. And also maybe just maybe, we can make it like that. Yeah. Why not? And the front should be decrease at 2. I'm creasing them at 2, not at 1 or something, because why? I don't know. Okay, let's make this black, or at least darker. The handle, let's make it dark. Fill object, and then let's go to these things and make them a little bit lighter. Fill, again, fill, and fill everything. Those should be also darker, this and this. Okay, and this probably should be the same color as the other parts. Those bolts or rivets or whatever should be the same color as the other parts. And I think we are pretty good with this. This is another metal, so it will be darker a little bit, just for fun. This will be the same. I'm not sure how visible that will be, but whatever. So now we have this gun, and we need to put it with our girl. So this will be a little bit interesting. For example, we should apply subdivisions to every part. That's one thing. Let's see it with perspective. It looks pretty good. If you can make it the same as me, it will be great. I will make this a little bit smaller. It shouldn't be that big. If you can't make it, it's absolutely normal, because if you are kind of not very experienced in ZBrush, this could prove a big challenge, this kind of a hard surface modeling. But with practice, you can do everything, so don't worry about it. Oh, this should be darker. Not that dark, but still darker than the other parts. Okay, now to put it with the girl, we should do some things. Let's make this a bit bigger, like this. Yes. What should we do? We should apply subdivisions, which I don't completely like to do, but otherwise it will be difficult. So let's apply them, and we should make probably we should make the holster, or not. If you apply subdivisions, it will be a lot of polygons we will have here, which is never a good idea in the beginning of the modeling, although we are not exactly at the beginning. But yeah, the gun is looking good. We'll see what we do in the next video. For now, bye.